Hey everybody, it is me, Vincent, coming to you from beautiful Universal Orlando Resort on a lovely, cloudy, rainy Saturday. I am here at the park to check out what's going on, to have some fun, give you guys some park updates, a lot of big ones regarding Halloween Horror Nights, and the return of a fan favorite character here at the parks. So welcome to the latest episode of Vincent Vision. Wachow. Hey everybody, it is me, Vincent. Welcome back to Vincent Vision. Welcome back to my channel. I am here doing another park pop-in where we're just going to take a lap between both parks and show you guys all the new stuff that has popped up. And I've got to tell you, since the last time I was here, there has been a lot. And a lot of it is regarding Halloween Horror Nights. We are now less than a month away from the opening night of Halloween Horror Nights, and they are truly getting ready in the streets. So I'm here in the Hollywood area of the park. Last time I was here, this was the first bit of Halloween Horror Nights decorations out in the streets, and there are a lot more now. And we also have the official name of this scare zone, or like what it's themed after. It is the Nettlewoods Cemetery. There are a lot more set pieces out on the streets now, like a lot more, and I have a feeling they're not done yet. Some of these are even platforms where characters will stand on. They will have triggers. You can see the pedals on the platforms. It is all very exciting. And I know we haven't seen the rest of the park just yet. Based off of everything I've been seeing on social media, I'm excited to see it in person. It seems like this year's scare zones, they're going for more like a traditional Halloween feel, not as wild and out there as previous years have been before. So I'm excited to see the rest of the decorations out here in the park in person. Over in the Central Park walkway area of Universal, they've actually just started putting out some scaffolding for Halloween Horror Nights. There's not really much in the way of decorations, but there is some pretty impressive scaffolding. They have what looks almost like an arena where you walk under this awning. There's two platforms around you. I'm very curious to see what that turns into, because this area here, this street, always tends to be one of my favorite scare zones, just because it's just, I don't know, it just lends itself so well to a Halloween Horror Nights scare zone. You usually get those iconic pumpkins all over the trees. It's foggy, it's tight, it's condensed. I'm excited to see what this turns into in the next couple weeks. And over on the other side of the park, here in the New York area, we've actually gotten a lot of brand new set pieces. The first batch of decorations here showing off what is going to be the New York Scare Zone, which we don't obviously know much about, but you can take a couple things from the things that we have here. We have a sort of town, county fair vibe going on. There's a crash tractor, there's some traditional Halloween decorations, some pumpkins, a candy booth from a character named Major Sweets, and we have something that some Halloween Horror Nights fans might not like to see in their scare zones. We have corn, okay? Real, actual corn stalks. And for those who don't know why this might not be a good thing, I'm going to explain to you something I learned on a behind the screens tour I took last year about corn and Halloween Horror Nights. So apparently every single time that they've used actual corn in decorations for haunted houses or scare zones, there's been some like terrible hurricane that has passed through Florida. They did it once in 2014. They did it for the Scarecrow haunted house. That was Hurricane Irma. I remember that because I was here in Orlando at the time. Every time they use actual corn stalk, some sort of awful hurricane comes along and rips it right out of its decorations, and sometimes delays the event. So hopefully that is not the case this year. I'm not a very superstitious person, but if you are a superstitious person and you know about Halloween Horror Nights and corn, that might be something to be worried about. But we'll worry about it when we get there, right? For now, we are still trucking along with Halloween Horror Nights construction. Everything looks great. I'm excited to see more Scare Zone decorations and find out more about what to expect for the event this year, because we're still missing some haunted houses. Last year, we kind of got some information trickled out halfway through, and then they just dumped the rest of the haunted houses. And I'm probably expecting that again for this season, which is totally fine. I would just like to see it sooner rather than later. I want to start getting excited for Halloween Horror Nights now. You feel me? For some sad news, the circle of life moves on here at Universal. The very wonderful Summer Tribute Store will be closing the weekend that I am recording this video. I think out of all of the tribute stores that we have had these past couple years, this is one of the best for me. This is quite easily in my top 3. They do such a great job with these things. I'm gonna be sad to see this one go, like I really am. This was really awesome, but there are some positives from it. The good thing is that a lot of the merchandise that exists here in the store will probably very likely be sold throughout the park. It's things that already exist. E.T., Jaws, Back to the Future, Universal loves selling that kind of stuff, so I'm sure all of these really cool things, they will find some place in the parks to be sold. And what we're also getting at the end of the tribute store is our little tease for what's to come. You can check on that table right as you leave the tribute store and see they have been adding over time newspaper clippings teasing the Halloween tribute store. And I think based off of the various newspaper clippings that have been added to the end of the store, you can get a very clear idea of what to expect for the Halloween tribute store. It's still going to be a theater. It seems like it's going to tie in with whatever's happening out in the New York street. I'm very, very excited to see it. The tribute store is seriously some of the best, most creative people in the park right now. I am loving what they do. I want them to be responsible for all of the rides, all of the queues. Like, you guys need to be able to do more stuff wherever you are, whoever you are. Thank you guys for a wonderful summer tribute store, and we look forward to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You get what I'm getting at. Now we're gonna break off from the Halloween Horror Nights updates and head into lunchtime. I'm hungry, I wanna get some food, and I wanna do my best to showcase as many of the wonderful eating options that you have here at Universal. I feel like I don't do that enough. So we're actually gonna go to what is one of the most popular. We're gonna head to Diagon Alley. We're gonna grab some food at the Leaky Cauldron. It seems to be the consensus to a lot of people that the Wizarding World restaurants are the best place to get quick service food here at the parks. You know, the places where you go up to the counter and order your food. And I would tend to agree with people, but I also haven't eaten at Leaky Cauldron in a very, very long time. So I'd like to refamiliarize myself with the food experience there. So we're gonna get some food there, get a drink, and see how I feel about it. All right, so I'm here at the Leaky Cauldron. I'm doing a little bit of a late lunch, which is something that I would probably recommend if you're trying to really eat here during the busy times of year. Early lunch or late lunch. But I got something that I hadn't had in a really, really long time. I got something that I always get when I come to the Wizarding World, and I got something completely new. For my entree, it is something that I haven't had in a while. It is the Toad in the Hole, and honestly, it was really, really good. For those of you who don't know what a toad in the hole is, I'm gonna do my best to explain it because I don't really know what it is either, but it's essentially like sausage baked into a Yorkshire pudding. But it's not like pudding, okay? Pudding is like a British term. It's just eggs, flour. It's almost like a cake almost, or like bread of some sorts, and it's actually really good. There's this really thick, dark gravy on it that's really rich. The vegetables that come with it are really delicious as well. The sausage was cooked wonderfully, and the pudding around it made it really, really great. So that was a really solid dish. I didn't want to get like the bangers and mash or fish and chips. I wanted to try something a little more unique, and that's why I think people respond well to the Harry Potter restaurants, because Leaky Cauldron and Three Broomsticks are a little bit more than like your typical theme park food. You know, you're not just getting like chicken fingers and burgers here, and I think people really enjoy that. You know, it makes you feel more immersed in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I got pumpkin juice because I love pumpkin juice. I think it is so overrated. Obviously, butterbeer is fantastic. There's no need to taste test that, but if you've never had a pumpkin juice before, I would say give it a shot. I really enjoy it. It tastes like an apple, cinnamon, pumpkin, almost like a cocktail mix, but like it's like not super, super sweet. It's just enough, and I really do enjoy it. I find it easier to drink and a lot more refreshing than a butterbeer on a hot day here in the parks. And then for the dessert, I got the sticky toffee pudding, and let me tell you, I actually really, really liked it. Like, I took a bite like I was in a commercial, and I went, like, that was really, really delicious. Happy with all the choices I had for lunch. I'm very happy to be eating this right now because it is raining cats and dogs out here in Diagon Alley. So I'm happy I've got a table. I'm enjoying the indoors, enjoying my food while I wait for the rain to stop so I can head on over to Islands of Adventure and check out the recently redecorated Halloween store. Now, what I don't know I want to do is if I want to take the train to get over to Islands of Adventure or if I just want to walk. The train right now is at a 45-minute wait, which in my opinion is pretty darn long for the train, but it's going to drop me off right by the Halloween boutique store in the Lost Continent. But also, I could just like walk over there, and that's going to kind of be a little bit of a longer walk, but I'm not going to be stuck in line. I don't know how much rain I'm willing to trot through. I do have that one-time use express pass that was given to me when I did Poseidon's Fury a couple months back, and it is still valid, but I am waiting to use it for the reopening of the Revenge of the Mummy. When that is, I don't even know, but I want to save it for that because it'll be a big deal. So I think I'm just going to walk over to the other park. I'm a walker in these theme parks. I like to be in charge of where I'm going. I don't want to be stuck in line waiting for the train when I can just get there maybe a little bit faster. I would say that to you as well. If you are trying to get over to Islands Adventure and you don't really need to go on the train, like you don't care about the experience, like you've done it already, I think personally if it's anything longer than a 30-minute wait, you might as well just walk over to the other park. You can get there in like 10 minutes. We're gonna do exactly that. I will see you guys over at Islands of Adventure. All right, and we made it to the gates of Islands of Adventure in about 20 minutes, give or take. I'd probably still be in line for the Hogwarts Express, so I'm glad that I just chose to walk over here. Just gonna do my weekly inspection of the port of entry Hooskow here, and seems like someone has escaped, and they rode up there at the top. See ya. If you see this man, let me know. We gotta find him. Ooh. Jingle jangly keys. I've actually never seen these here before. I never looked at them, at least. They've probably been here the whole time. Here it is. The Hallows Eve boutique is back in Halloween mode, and the theme for the season is pumpkins. The place is filled with pumpkins, and they just put out some new Halloween merchandise with Halloween Horror Nights branding on it, and they have brought back a fan favorite character from last year, a little guy known as Lil Boo. Last year there was a haunted house called Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin Lord. It was about witches and traditional Halloween, and the entrance of the house was you walking through this tunnel with 200 pumpkins. One of the pumpkins was very cute. It had a little derpy face, and it kind of caught the attention of a lot of the Halloween Horror Nights fans, and they named it Lil Boo. Just like Earl the Squirrel in years before, Universal has decided to capitalize on these characters that fans have known and loved and have created, and now they're selling merchandise with Little Boo all over him. And we've actually even seen Little Boo in other parts of the park. If you remember when we were looking at the New York construction, that candy stand for that character, he had a Little Boo on his hat, and on the poster teasing the next tribute store, there was Little Boo on there as well. So I am fairly certain that this is not the last of Little Boo that we're going to be seeing, but he is all over the merchandise here in the Halloween store. It is beautifully themed as always, and all of this new merch is actually really cool. I love this traditional Halloween retro vibe. Universal's doing a great job with kind of honing in on that retro feel for its merchandise. I think it's great. I think it looks so good. I think a good chunk of people who love visiting Universal Orlando are also people who love Halloween Horror Nights. And it is nice to see all of this new merchandise coming in. It is exciting to see the streets get filled up with decorations. It's exciting to get Halloween Horror Nights. It's coming right around the corner. Very, very soon we will be there, and I've got my ticket for opening night. I've got an express for opening night. I am really excited to see all of the haunted houses with Ellison on opening night of Halloween Horror Nights. It's gonna be great. And you guys will be there too. But until that time comes, I am gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys for watching another Vincent Vision. I hope you had fun having fun with me, hanging out here at the parks, doing a quick little Halloween Horror Nights update pop-in, and some actually pretty good lunch at the Leaky Cauldron. Please, if you haven't already, please be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, watch some more of my videos. That stuff really does help. I love making these videos, and I love that you guys watch them. So I'm gonna keep on making some more leading up to Halloween Horror Nights. It's gonna be great. I'm super excited, and I will see you guys at the next one. So thank you guys for watching VincentVision, and bye-bye.